like the Kellz, we gotta let them know. They got it with the shit for me his head. They got it with the shit for me his head. They like the Kellz, we gotta let them know. Kellz, we on, lie, we on. The Antoine spot, broadcast.
Yo, happy MLK Day. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Sports Entertainment Podcast Show. I'm your host, Spivey, and y'all see who it is in the building in the bottom. Who's that? That a hoodie?
Who, me?
Yeah. Or
it's
jacket?
a hoodie. It's a hoodie.
Oh.
That look like
Kellz the Truth in the building. Y'all see in the top right corner, Big Dog. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? What's going on?
Chilling. So you got the man. Take that Browns hat off, man.
Hey, man. Nope, I'm not.
I'm gonna take that Browns hat.
We're gonna have a great offseason.
It's your fault. While
we draft, we're gonna pick up some quality players, plug up the MaHomes.
I hope not answer identity.
We're gonna
it's
have
your
a nice
fault while
camp.
we picking second, by the way.
Huh?
It's your fault while we picking second.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You said we were gonna be 13-1 or 7.
You put the hex. You put all that expectation on them.
We're gonna have a good draft and we're gonna have a great free agency. We're gonna have a great offseason. Watch.
I hope so, man. We need it. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in on YouTube. And also that's tuning in on the Diva Spivey Media Network. Continue to keep supporting the network and subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Antoine Spivey Show. What's up, fellas? Y'all ready to get this going? We on early.
Get ready.
On early due to the Ohio State Championship game against Notre Dame. Before we get started, we got some breaking news in the NFL. Ben Johnson and the Bears are finalizing a deal. Hey, Juju, sit right in the living room with him.
Hey, Juju.
We got Ben Johnson finalizing the deal with the Bears to become the head coach. Y'all like it, love it, real quick. Dark.
I love it. I'm eager to see what Detroit looks like next year, but I'm glad the Bears honed in on Ben Johnson. He was the architect for a lot of the Detroit Lions' success offensively. So I'm looking forward to see what he could do with Caleb Williams in that offense.
Kellz, like it, love it. Like it or hate it.
I love it because Caleb Williams going to need an offensive-minded coach who can adapt to the people that they have. The most important thing is this: how he going to delegate the whole coaching job by being also the offensive coordinator. He got to do two things now. Then he only had to concentrate on the offense. Let's see how that goes. Now you got to worry about time management. You got to worry about people egos, all that good stuff as a head coach. You got to worry about the defense, the special teams.
Kellz, you always putting a damper on something, man.
I'm just a realist.
Oh my goodness, man.
I'm just a realist. It does. I mean, it's easy. It's easy. It's easy to concentrate on one thing that you are good at, but then you have to adapt to the other things. Now you just can't be in the offensive room and just being creative with your what's the name. So we'll see how it goes. It's a good thing. That's what they needed. You know, they went from a defensive coaching mind to down an offensive coach mind. Now they got a hone in on Caleb Williams. But I'm just saying.
I hope don't know reporters ever ask you a question about me, man. Like, God, dog, man. Yeah, now we gonna see. Well, you know, since the weather done got cold, we gonna see how that voice really come out there. You know, compared to when the weather wasn't cold, and man, oh my goodness.
Well, I'm just saying the fact.
The same,
huh?
Nothing, man. Debbie Downer, man. Uncle Diva.
It's not a Debbie Downer. I'm just saying how it's supposed to say.
I like the move. I like the move for the Bears. I like the move for the Bears because I agree. Offensive minded head coach. That's what Caleb Williams, not even just Caleb Williams, but DJ Moore had so much of a down year this past, even though he still cracked 1,000 yards, I believe.
He had over 90 catches.
Peter Allen, Ron Meduze. They still got Cole Clement at tight end. DeAndre Swift coming out the backfield. I think they're going to upgrade with another running back in the offseason. But I like the move for the Bears. To piggyback off what Kellz said, put a downbeat on the dudes higher. I believe you go hire some good coaches, a good defensive coach, special teams, assistant, all that. So big ups to Ben Johnson, man. And interested to see what the Bears offense look like next season. I agree with you with that, Dar. Man, the Kansas City Chiefs advanced to their 7th straight AFC Championship game, man, beating the Houston Texans this past Sunday with a lot of controversy that went on in that game, man. I felt the Texans did everything they could to win that game. It was some phantom calls by the referees, man. That was some bogus stuff that allowed drives to keep going, which enabled the Kansas City Chiefs to score points off of them. I don't know, man. How you feeling, Kellz?
I'm feeling very, very disturbed about this. It seems like every time a team come up and about to take a lead, something happen, a false start, phantom call. I mean, it was 2 phantom calls that cost Houston points. The one with Willie Anderson hitting MaHomes, and then the other one when Blakely 2 other testers hit each other. How I'm gonna hit me, hit my player, and hit him at the same time? So right. Kansas City is the luckiest 15-1 team in NFL history. Now, with that said, Cinderella about to end. That pumpkin about to break bust because Josh Allen and Buffalo about to beat the. I ain't gonna say that. About to beat they're gonna win. So let's see if Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the renewed found Kareem Hunt. It look like Kareem Hunt is the new running back in Kansas City. If you look at it, because he's taking some rushes from Isaiah Pacheco. But like I said before, Kansas City is the luckiest team in the NFL. They got. I hope what you said something interesting to me. It said that one ref who always ref is 7-0. If I see that, if that ref is repping that game again, I know something's up. I know something up. And if I'm Buffalo coach, I'm like, no, I need a new referee.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like it happens sometimes in the NBA with certain
go to state.
Chris Paul is like when he go against a certain referee, he never wins. So yeah, if I say that, I'll be like, man, listen, something got to change, dog. I need another ref in here.
Yeah,
talk to me, dog.
Other than the phantom calls, I don't like DeMeco's Ryan game planning.
What was wrong with his game?
You have to. I mean, come on, man. It's logic. You have to go into Kansas City, and you have to be physical. You gotta actually beat them. You gotta score at every score often and continue to score in order to beat Kansas City. You can't play no 13-10 game late with Patrick Mahomes and then expect the referees to bail y'all out. Nah, they the champs. You got to go in and beat the champs if you want to get past the champs. Plain and simple. I don't know what DeMeco Ryan game planning was, but that high efficiency, run game, pass game, CJ Stroud using his legs, wasn't none of that there. Very minimal. Very minimal.
Never use his legs though.
I'm just saying, very minimal. This is a win. Wait a minute. First of all, this is a win and go home game. You don't do everything that you was doing in the regular season. It's time to facilitate a new game plan for Kansas City Chiefs. Who you playing, right? You made it out. You made it out the wild card round. You made it out. You made it to the divisional. Now, DeMeco Ryan and C.J. Stroud could go down as consecutive divisional round losers like Harbaugh and Lamar. Or they could switch their damn game up. Or they can switch their damn game up when they come to the playoffs, knowing that potentially they're going to play the Chiefs. So or a Josh Allen or a Lamar Jackson. Those teams you got to go out and beat, man. You got to be physical. You got to go out there and score often. None of that. So I was, other than the phantom calls, I was surprised that they had no. I was surprised that they didn't have no type of downfield game that helped elite. It baffled me. I'm like,
you know what's baffling right now? I don't know what game you was watching.
Because I was watching. They missed a field goal. And they missed two field goals and an extra point. I saw what the game I saw was this. I saw
you can't have mistakes against Kansas City.
I saw the Houston Texans defense getting after Patrick Mahomes.
Facts.
I saw C.J. Stroud going downfield to Nico Collins.
Facts.
And I saw Joe Mixon running the ball efficiently. Efficient. So what would you want him to do different than what they did if you was coaching the Texans? What would you done did? What would you have done different?
You just said it, Kellz. You just said it. Nico Collins, Joe Mixon. I wasn't worried about. I saw the defense. I saw the defense getting after Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying the D didn't do their job. I'm saying when you playing a Kansas City in Kansas City, you gotta have other people step up, brother. You can't just throw to Nico Collins.
Dalton Schultz had a good game.
Hold on.
So explain to me. You're not gonna put up 13, 14 points and win in Kansas City.
They missed an extra point and they missed the field goal.
5 catches, 81 yards. Dalton Schultz, 4 catches, 63 yards. Xavier Hutchinson, 4 catches, 52 yards. John Amici III, 2 catches, 35 yards. So Joe Mixon out the backfield, 2 catches, 12 yards. He spreaded the ball around.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud had 264 yards passing. No turnovers. Didn't turn the ball over at all. So when you say you want to see him throw the ball or get upfield, they was doing that. They lost the game. They missed the field goal. They missed 2 or 3 field goals.
They missed a field goal and an extra point.
And then
that's 4 points off the board.
And then them phantom ass fucking calls was allowing the Kansas City Chiefs to keep the damn drives going. And once that happened, boom, the big play happened. Yep. So I'm not mad about the game plan that DeMeco Ryans had. They ran the ball good. Joe Mixon ran the ball well. Defense again, as y'all articulated, got after Patrick Mahomes.
In the end, it's not enough. You're not going to sit here and act like we're gonna keep Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs from scoring 20.
They did. If it weren't for them damn calls.
Hold on. Man. You're not gonna sit here and act like we're gonna keep Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs from scoring 20 or more points. And then hold up.
I like how you
wait a minute, hold on. And then you turn around and only score 14. Okay, I'm not saying that he didn't get
what was the score?
Efficient. What I'm saying is their their game planning, Nico Collins probably should have had 100 yards. A couple of their guys probably should have had 100 yards.
And then you would have had.
Man, you talking about?
And then you would have had
you
something
have
to
to
say.
score.
Then you would have had something to say.
And score often.
Then you would have had something to say. He can't keep doing it. Nico Collins. He got to get other people involved. You would have had something to say then. If Nico Collins would have had 100 yards, if Nico Collins would have had 100 yards,
points is all you put up.
Listen,
they put up. If they would have made the field
it ain't
goal,
like Kansas City was running up the score.
It'd have been. They'd have scored if they'd have made the field goal and they made the extra point. That's 20. That's 20 points right there. That's 20 points.
How so?
20 points.
How so?
Because you
14,
have
right?
you have a field goal, which was 17. That mean 18, and then they probably would. They had another drive that got stalled because they said a dude would false start or something like that.
No,
it
was the ineligible player upfield.
Oh yeah,
and knocked him out of field goal range.
Ineligible player, yeah.
No, also, if you take away that phantom call, that's a possession that Kansas City don't have a chance to score on
at all.
You take two possessions away from them, and they scored on both of them possessions when the phantom calls happened. They scored on both possessions.
Yep.
So the calls really hurt Houston. It took the momentum away from them because they looking like, what the heck I did? So it's nothing else that Houston did without them two calls. Without them two calls, Kansas City was a wrap.
So let me ask this real quick because I know we're supposed to be held to 2 minutes. Real quick. In basketball, you know that 9 times when the Golden State Warriors was hot, that 9 times out of 10, when you go to play in San Francisco or up at Golden State, you're not getting a call. So you already know that you playing the Golden State Warriors and the referees. Am I right or wrong?
You playing the referees. So in other words, you said Houston already knew they were playing the referees.
The whole damn NFL knows. When you go to Kansas City, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get a call.
So let me ask you a question.
If the whole damn NFL know, what I'm saying is you gotta go.
What you're saying, but
what I'm saying is this.
Okay.
D'Amico Ryan, Houston, Texas, should have put themselves in position to score to continue to score.
They did.
Now, wait.
So they got to come out and score every possession they get.
God damn right. You got to go out and beat the champs.
And you always talk about logical. That's not logic. That's not logic.
Man.
You get how many drives do you get in a game?
Man.
You get
how many drives?
It depends on what the other team.
How many drives do you get in a game?
Depends on what time. It depends on time of possession that you get. So what I'm saying is the question. What I'm asking.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't go in and punch Kansas City in the mouth and keep scoring and run that shit up, Kansas City is always gonna have a chance to win.
Okay,
with
I
the
got
refs
a question.
Without the refs.
What up, cuz?
So when you go to Kansas City, I'm afraid for Buffalo. I ain't even gonna lie. I want Buffalo to go into Kansas City and beat the brakes off them boys.
So what you need to say this then, instead of you saying you didn't like D'Amico Ryan's game plan because he had a great game plan. It was some bad hits here and there. Just say when you playing the Chiefs, I don't care who you is, you just got to go in there and score 42 points a game. You got to score on every possession you get. That's all.
Absolutely.
That's not realistic.
Now, that's a good way to put it.
Don't say D'Amico Ryan's had a bad game plan because he didn't.
You do.
Okay, so my question is this. So I have to game plan for the referees. So I should go for it every fourth down then. So I should go for it because that's the only way
you can't trust your kicker.
That dude missed. That dude only missed about 4 kicks this year.
I don't even think it was 4. I don't even think it was 4.
So he's a
when
great
he missed
kicker.
the first one.
Oh, hold up. But this coming from Mr. Pay Sam Darnold for 3 or 4 years after the performances that he had. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it.
But okay, let's go to the next one. But still, that's crazy.
You gotta beat the champs, man.
Yeah, we're
the
also
Buffalo Bills had a home game against the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson came up short again. Bills defeat Ravens. It was a good game. It was a great game. But Josh Allen and the Bills wanted it more, man. He want to get that one more crack. We go get it that in a minute. What was y'all thoughts on that Bills Ravens game, Dark?
Lamar Jackson chokes again. Everybody's sitting up here blaming Andrews.
He ought to blame his ass too. Shit.
You can't blame Andrews.
See, that nigga dropped a wide open pass.
You can't blame Andrews. You got Lamar Jackson in an interception. You got Lamar Jackson with a fumble. You got Andrews with a fumble, and you got Andrews with a drop pass. That's even to me. Hold Lamar just as accountable. He chokes again. He might get MVP status, but that's gonna be as far as it go until Baltimore they was missing Zay Flowers yesterday. I think Buffalo. I think Baltimore really need some receivers that's gonna help them stretch the field. Mark Andrews getting up in age. Zay Flowers. I don't know if he's gonna be back next year.
That will be Dar. That would be Dar.
Yeah, that's me. What's up, Alger?
That will be Dar.
They play Sam Darnold.
He said, "Who said that?" I said, "Say what?" He said, "Pay Sam Darnold." That will be Dar.
But it's all Lamar, man. At the end of the day, it all falls on Lamar's shoulders.
Yeah, Lamar, he went 18 to 25, 254, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, he had a fumble. That is the one knock on Lamar Jackson in the playoffs is his turnovers. But I don't
He's guaranteed to turn it over.
I don't think he played horrible.
No.
I just think Buffalo wanted it more. But hell, it still came down to the last possession, a drop 2-point conversion by Mark Andrews. So, with me, I say if this. He brought him back. I'm not even a Lamar Jackson fan, so coming from me, this about to be something. Yes, he did He did throw the interception. He did throw the fumble, but I expected that from him trying to make a play. I'm always an advocate. When you try to do too much and just not go down, you end up making a mistake. But Lamar been doing that the whole year, breaking off, and throwing touchdown. But he did bring him back to at least get him a chance to tie the score after all that. From a standpoint of me trying to get there and you missing that wide open, nah, bro, that was on Mark Andrews. That was on Mark Andrews. Your bread and butter is to Mark Andrews. So I don't blame this on Lamar. Lamar is still not ready to be that prime quarterback. As you can see, every year something happen. Like somebody said before, you should have just ran the ball with Derrick Henry. You've been doing it. Listen. I was telling Alger and them at work before I left. Man, we on the 2-yard line. Damn it, I got Derrick Henry back there, and I got Lamar Jackson. I don't give I'm not passing that ball for nothing. You 250, 260, you could get me 2 yards. Damn it, Lamar. I don't care if y'all do
a counter
quarterback power play.
Right. They do it all the time.
Man, listen, I'm not passing that football. I'm not passing that football in that situation. Derrick Henry go get me 2 yards. You know, you can run the ball on Buffalo. It's their pass defense that's stout. So I'm not passing that football at all. And in defense of Mark Andrews, I'm gonna say this, and everybody know I'm a firm believer of the ball touch your hands, you got to catch it. Lamar could have put a little bit more touch on that. Yeah. Even though Andrews was coming down like in a sitting position as he's trying to catch it, and the ball did hit his hands, but as a quarterback, you got to give it the receiver at least a better chance. You know what I'm saying of catching that ball.
He had to put that dead in his chest, man.
He could,
but he should have put it to his hands. He should have thrown it more outside to his hands.
He could have put a little bit more touch
or he could have put a little bit more. He could have put a little bit more air on it.
Yeah,
and then that would have been a little bit better because Mark Andrews is 6'5".
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if that was Josh Allen, I guarantee you they ran Josh Allen.
Josh Allen running it. Josh Allen running it.
So you put.
I don't give a damn. Like, matter of fact, he'll let you know I'm running it. They'll do some shit. Yep, everybody, we got all y'all to spread it out.
Yeah,
they did it the last time.
We got 4 receivers out here and a tight end. We got on the 2-yard line. So damn it, we tell y'all what we about to do.
The last time, the last time before they kicked that last field goal to make it 27, when it was 24, right? When it was 24-15 or something. Anyway, they was at the 2-yard line. It was 3rd and goal. What they do? They give it straight to Josh Allen. Josh Allen gets stood up, and then they kick the field goal to make it 27-19.
Well, Josh Allen ran that play the wrong.
I'm saying just what we was talking about as far as giving the ball to Josh Allen, trusting Josh Allen down there at the 1.5, 2-yard line. That's absolutely what Baltimore should have did.
Well, I mean, it was a great play. I mean, the play actually did help. The roll up.
He had a chance.
So
he had for a chance.
So once again, you going to your best wide receiver. I mean, your best pass catcher. Dude have not dropped a pass in decades. It seems like he catch one hand catch, tiptoes, and all that other. And in the biggest moment of your career so far, he dropped the pass. And I always say, pressure bust pipe. Pressure bust pipes.
He was hurt. He was hurt sitting over there, man.
I've been hurt too.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
I've been hurt too. I'd have been like, man, I don't believe.
The game into overtime, man. That gotta hurt.
But they were losing overtime though.
Huh?
I think they was gonna lose in overtime though.
Who, Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just Buffalo's time. I think it's Buffalo's time.
And then they ain't even throw the ball as much as I thought they would on Baltimore. Josh Allen had a mediocre game though, but he still scored 2 touchdowns. How ironic is that?
Hey, listen, you put the ball in your playmakers' hands.
Yes,
and that's exactly what Buffalo did. And that's That
what Baltimore did. They put
Baltimore did. Yeah, they did. It was just
the wrong playmaker. No, it wasn't. I ain't gonna even say that. It was just, I don't know. If I was a reporter, I would went up to, even though this has been harsh, I'd have went up to him like, Mark, how did you drop that ball?
Man, stop it, man.
You go, man. A whole ass fight. If I'm Mark Andrews and you walk up to me saying that shit, man,
I'm getting fine.
I mean, but respectfully, how did you drop that ball, sir? I mean, for real.
And respectfully, you better get up on my face. By the time I count to 3, there's gonna be some furniture moving up in here, Mr. Reporter.
No, I'd have been all the way back in the back.
I know one team that don't want to see Philadelphia no more for a while. That's the Los Angeles Rams. For the second straight game, they allowed Saquon Barkley to rush for over 200 yards. And now the Eagles are moving themselves to the NFC Championship. Kellz, what was your takeaway from this game?
They better put 9 in the box to stop that boy, because right now he having a career year. Even in the playoffs, Jalen Hurts seems like he can't get the passing game because this is the second week in a row that AJ Brown only had 2 catches. But it looked like he get his report back with Dallas Goedert. It looked like he looking for Dallas Goedert more. And sometimes when something is working, you keep going at it. Saquon is working right now. So you might as well run Saquon because it's working. So, I mean, that man can break a long one anytime on any part of the field. Once he get past the line of scrimmage and the safety over, how they over pursue, it's a done deal. He's gone. So I think Washington gonna have to key on Saquon. I think Washington gonna have to make them pass the ball more to beat the Eagles. Meaning that you have to get the Eagles out of this run game because that's all they doing is running the ball, dinking, dunking down the field, and that's all they doing. So Washington gonna have to come up with a game plan of stopping Saquon. If you have to put 10 in the box, I don't care. Play man to man all day to stop them, then you gonna have to do that because Washington gonna score. Washington gonna score against the Eagles. Washington is going to score. Jayden Daniels no offense and line. I mean, and the offense is humming right now. But to stop Saquon, you're gonna have to at least put like 10 in the box.
Yeah, I mean, Washington did beat them early in the season, so it'll be very interesting to see what adjustments Philadelphia made and even what adjustments that Washington made. But as far as this game, I know the Rams, like, they tried. They had 9 in the box at times. they was blitzing at times, but it's just that I don't know what type of vendetta that he have against the Rams. You would think, well, he been playing all year. He had a vendetta against the whole league all year. But the Rams, 2 straight games, giving up over 450 yards rushing to one dude in 2 games. In 2 games, man. And yesterday was a snow game. So. But big ups to the Rams, man, for even getting this far. A lot of people didn't even have them making it this far, but they did. And you know, the Eagles moving on against Washington. What was your take on this game, Dar?
Man, I was loving every minute of it, man. Every minute of it. The back and forth between Stafford and Hurts. But Saquon, that dude a beast, man. He looked like Nick Chubb out there, man. I was just.
I ain't gonna say all that. Nick Chubb. The rookie,
man. As soon as they get past the line of scrimmage, get behind that linebacker, they gone. It's like, damn. Wish that was the Browns. Anyway, but no, man, Saquon balling, man. I wish he had got the record. I wish he had went ahead and smashed Eric Dickerson's record because he's having a phenomenal year. Huh?
I said, but everybody say no, he should have sat down.
I ain't say that. The coach sat him down. But you in that type of situation, you want your players to be available and not going after a record and somebody can potentially get hurt. You don't want that to happen. So I dig it. I dig why Sirianni sat him. I wish he had went ahead and just got the record, though. Maybe the first half, got him 100 yards and bounced. But, I mean, Saquon's going to be – it's going to be hard to stop Saquon. They hungry. The Eagles is hungry. They hungry to get back to the Super Bowl. Jayden Daniels, though. Did you see who he walked off the field with? The only brother that ever won a Super Bowl in Washington, Doug Williams. Man, listen, this is going to be a game. This is like the game of the week for me. Not even Bills in Kansas City. That's going to be a good game. But this game here, Eagles in Washington, that's going to be the game of the week for me. I want it because Jayden Daniels getting Rookie of the Year, hands down.
Oh wow!
And I will say this. Wow. I will say this though.
I said that.
I don't know, but I know amongst the quarterbacks it was Allen, it was Lamar, it was who else? MVP
Baker. It was Jared Goff. It was
Baker.
Russell Wilson.
Why Saquon Barkley wasn't in that conversation?
And what?
MVP conversation.
Because I told you he didn't break the record. If he'd have broke the record.
No, Saquon was being talked about for MVP. Just unfortunately, he's not a quarterback. And that's what they kept saying. For some odd reason, it's a quarterback award, which I feel is stupid. I believe.
Yeah, I think the overall MVP should go to the best player.
To get looked at besides the quarterback position. Saquon Barkley had a hell of a season. Again, I agree with y'all. I wish he would have went for the record. But he didn't. He looking at the bigger picture, which is the Super Bowl ring, and that ultimately will be the biggest accomplishment for him up to this point. You mentioned Jayden Daniels. Coming into this season, we had a conversation as far as the rookie quarterbacks coming out and how they was gonna pan out. And Kellz, you was one of the ones that said Jayden Daniels was gonna be the better quarterback of the two between him and Caleb Williams. And if Jayden Daniels play well, that the Commanders will be in the playoffs. Not this deep in the playoffs, but in the playoffs. Yeah. But with the performances that he's been putting on in the playoffs and this past season, I know you like Bo Nix. That's your boy. Is Jayden Daniels Rookie of the Year a lock, especially after this win against the Lions?
Yes, because he did something that a rookie quarterback came in that didn't do for his team. He uplifted them. He's the sole leader of that team. Without Jayden Daniels, that team would be nothing. Jayden Daniels also rushed for 891 yards rushing and had 6 touchdowns as a rookie. That's threw over 3,558 yards with 25 touchdowns and only 9 interceptions. That is a great way to welcome yourself to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm here, and I'm almost impressed with him because he is poised. It seems like nothing rattled him. Even when they got down, and even when he might have thrown an interception or something, he come back and he got that rapport with Terry McLaurin. Now all they do is throw the deep bomb. Now they got the screenplays going, and another person who might get a job, Cliff Kingsbury, has done a great job with him as his OC. Mm-hmm. So I feel as though that they might not win this year. It might be a little tough battle because of the Eagles. Eagles experience. But if it's close, and if I need a drive, I'm taking Jayden Daniels. If I need a drive to win, I'm taking Jayden Daniels.
Hey man, how cold would it be for it to be a rematch 30-some years later in Washington and the Bills?
Hey,
well, tell the Bears.
We go get on that. We gonna get on that in a minute. But
yeah, he's a lock, man.
Norwood.
They can't knock him, man. They can't knock him.
Talk about Miami Heat being on the one game win.
Hey, the Cavs just beat Phoenix by 20, bro. What's up, Blaze?
Blaze, my brother. Blaze,
I forgot that he was in the league. I forgot Miami was even in the league. Is they still in the league?
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Hey, Alger, to answer your question, 3 years, 160 guarantee.
That ain't even 40. So you gonna pay him what? $25 million a year?
Say what?
You said 3 years, 160 million. How much is that?
No. I said 3 years, 160 guaranteed.
Okay, so he get 160 million, but 3 years.
Who said 160 million? I said 100 million. 60 guaranteed.
You said 160.
You said 160.
I said 100. 60 million guaranteed, bro.
Oh, okay.
Then you gonna have to you gonna have to
3 years.
No, you gonna have to split that.
He can't. Bro, man, something wrong with y'all.
You gonna have to split that up when you say it because it sounds like you
Appreciate
said.
Appreciate you.
It seemed like you said 3 years, 160 million.
Yeah, it did. It did sound like that for real.
3 years.
It should have been like. It
Can
should
you
like,
understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? 3 years.
No, I do not. I did not.
100.
Man.
60
I
guaranteed.
ain't about to get on Sam Darnold.
But yeah, Jayden Daniels is the rookie of the year.
Not rookie of the year.
Like straight up, ain't nobody else.
Rookie of the year.
Ain't nobody touching him, man.
Bo Nix gave it a good run. Bo Nix
got more touchdown passes than him though.
But Jayden Daniels, man, he got the Commanders looking good. He got players want to come over there to play with them now, man. And the culture is set for him. I agree with who said Cliff Kingsbury. Who mentioned him? Kellz. I agree with that. Kind of like what he did with Kyler Murray, for real.
Yes.
Like Kyler Murray rookie year or whatever. So, but big ups to Jayden Daniels, man. It's gonna be a tough one against Washington. We gonna get on that. I mean, against Philly, we gonna get on that game a little bit later. Give our predictions later on during the week. With the Chiefs winning and the Bills winning, Josh Allen get another crack at Patrick Mahomes. What chances do you give Josh Allen and the Bills of winning this game and heading to their 5th Super Bowl in team history? Hopefully, finally getting one after going to 4 straight and losing. Kellz.
I give him a 70% chance of winning. For the simple fact that I believe Josh Allen is not going to let the referees take over the game. I think Josh Allen is saving his best for Kansas City. I think
he wanted
so bad that sometimes when you want something so bad, you end up trying to do over. I hope he learned this year.
And don't overdo it.
Yeah, the patience that he has done this year, And I'm still looking for Amari Cooper to have a big game. This might be an Amari Cooper game, you know what I'm saying? Because, Shakir, James Cook, Taylor Johnson and them boys are doing good running the ball. Coleman and all them. But I would really like to see the defense step up, especially in stopping them. Well, you really don't have to worry about the Kansas City Chiefs running game. So Kansas City gonna have to play to their strength, Buffalo's strength, and Buffalo tackles are not that great. So Von Miller and EJ and all them can get after the boys. So I'm picking the Bills to win. I give them a 70% chance of beating because of Josh Allen.
Go ahead, Dar. What's the chances you get Buffalo winning this game?
I'm going to say 65-35. Matter of fact, 60-40. They playing in Kansas City.
60-40 who?
60-40 Bills.
Time out. Time the hell out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out.
He said all that about the Kansas City Chiefs.
Man, you said all of that about the Chiefs earlier. Just to turn around and say you get Buffalo a 60 to 40% chance of winning this game?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
they gotta play the Chiefs and they gotta play the damn referees out there. Ain't nobody stupid. Look, man.
What is it? Hold on, I'm confused.
Look.
So who you picking? The Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs?
I'm picking the Bills. I want the Bills to win.
But you said the Chiefs got the ref. They got everything behind them.
My goodness.
You gotta listen, man. In order to beat the champs, you gotta go beat the champs. Now the Buffalo Bills come out there and dominate and beat them boys, be physical, do what they supposed to do. They got a 60 to 75% going in there, chance of going in there and beating them boys up and winning the game outright before the game even over. You don't leave Patrick Mahomes no room. You don't keep the score close for no last minute drive with Patrick Mahomes. You don't keep the score close for no last two. The boy is something like John Elway. You can't get that man 12 minutes. It don't work like that with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to go in there and beat them boys. If they do not, if Buffalo could go in there and play mistake-free ball, they have a 60% chance of winning. I'm telling you.
You can play mistake-free ball.
They got to play mistake-free ball.
I think that's everybody, though, for real.
They got to play. No, Buffalo. Come on, man. They
I
got ghost calls out there, man.
I just can't believe you said all of that.
It said 60-40.
60-40.
First he about to say 70-30.
Yeah.
And then it's like 60-40. Wow.
With the ref, it should be 50-50. It should be even.
And
you
then
know what I'm saying?
It should, but I give Buffalo the edge because they got wide receivers that can stretch the field. They got Josh Allen extending plays. Their running game is nicer than Kansas City's. Kansas City right now, all they got is Worthy and Kellz and Kareem Hunt running the ball. So, I mean, they've been finding ways to win. So I'm saying if Buffalo got all the weapons, go in there and beat them boys. Beat them. I want them to. I want them to beat the brakes off of Kansas City.
I mean,
because if Buffalo lose, I'm telling you now, Kansas City gonna 3-peat.
I mean, I want to see Buffalo win too, but I'm real, I'm lost, confused, and befuddled all at the same time.
but we're not like he said all that stuff.
All that, man. But I get it. It's more or less of a personal want for him. So he gonna pick Buffalo because he want to see Kansas City lose. After saying all of that, use a special one, Dar. Go ahead, Kellz.
I know.
Man, look. The best way to beat Kansas City is to score, meaning that a field goal, a touchdown, or anything like that. And also getting pressure on Patrick MaHomes is the key. And limit the big plays, meaning that you cannot let him get out of the pocket. Meaning you have to stay disciplined in your lanes. Do not let him get out of the pocket. Do not let him and Kellz start getting in that little groove because he's looking for Kellz. He always looking for the Kellz in that intermediate when they do that little spin.
Intermediate.
That too.
They do that
little. We got you, Kellz.
They do that little. They do that little spin move thing that they do. You know, when he puff fake and then Kellz spin out and go all that bull crap. So Buffalo should win this. Buffalo is a better team. They beat them. Didn't they beat them in the regular season?
Yes, they did. 30-21.
Okay.
30-21.
So
yes, they did.
I feel that Josh Allen wanted more. He just wanted. You can see how he playing and you can see how excited he is. Just wanted, but temper down a little bit. Go in there and play your game. Go in there and Josh Allen, you be physical. The very first play of the game, either you run the ball or you throw that deep to let them know that you can. I'm always the advocate of the first play of the game. If you get the ball, is always taking a shot downfield because you never know, you might shock somebody.
True that. Another thing,
be aggressive.
Another thing to keep, another thing to beat Kansas City Chiefs is keep your drives alive, man. First downs, the long drives, working that clock keeps Patrick MaHomes on the bench. They did it in Buffalo, late in the second half, I think, when they finally scored and went back up. They kept Patrick Mahomes off the field. That's something that you got to do. Every drive, I'm not saying it's going to be a touchdown. If it can be, perfect. If it's not going to be, at least get the 3 points. Don't cheat yourself out of points if you're in the red zone. Score and score often. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this is a big game. I think this game right here is a must win. Even going far as on the legacy side of Josh Allen. We all know Patrick Mahomes been his nemesis per se, his thorn in the side per se. And not really saying this was Josh Allen fault in the playoff games that they lost to Kansas City. One, he never got the ball. Defense just couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
and
that
two,
rule should be changed. I don't care.
Right, man. I feel like each team, whether they score first or not, should get a possession. Like
I
for
feel
real,
like they should play.
That overtime, yeah.
I'm thinking over that they should play like back in the day they played a game. They played another quarter, and then if you tie at the end of the quarter, then go to Sunday. Whoever scored first, then you know what I'm saying. That's how I feel. It's like, but they changed the rule. If you score a touchdown first, you lose the game. So you stop them.
I just feel like both offenses need to at least touch the ball one time. That's it. You know, whether the other team score a touchdown or not, let them get a crack at it. But them how Josh Allen lost the game. So I believe, you know, coming to the season, nobody, not now one of us three, and a lot of other people thought that Buffalo would be in this situation because we didn't know how their offense would look without having Stephon Diggs out there, regardless of the turmoil that was going on in Buffalo last year. But we did know they had Josh Allen, and we do know Josh Allen is going to come out there and give it his all every single game. The man don't miss games. He played through injuries. He played hurt. And I think Buffalo this season has the formula. Defense plays well. They got a great pass defense. You can run the ball on them a little bit, but again, we all know. Well, I don't say we all know. We all feel like Kansas City run game is the most suspect part of their offense. Isaiah Pacheco, I don't think he's really 100% healthy. Kareem Hunt is not a 3-down back. He more or less on that goal line. So it'll be very interesting. But I think Josh Allen and the Bills won it. And I'm going to get an edge to Buffalo. I think Buffalo going to win this game 31-28 in Kansas City. And Josh Allen and the Bills go to Josh Allen's first Super Bowl, which is going to cap off him winning the MVP. Watch.
And they might get a call.
This just in. Buffalo Bills were just called for roughing the passer ahead of their game with the Chiefs.
Right.
They starting off minus 15 yards, bro.
Right. I ain't even touch him.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Another shocker we talked about it earlier was the Commanders-Lions game. The Detroit Lions, the NFC's top ranked team, number 1 seed team, fall to the Washington Commanders. What do this game, Kellz, tell you about the Detroit Lions and what they need to change in order for them to really get over the hump?
Their defense got to play better in bigger games.
I know they 17 people though. But
I know, but I know they was missing, their best pass rusher, they DB, but they gave up 45 points, and they scored 30, almost 35.
31.
So 31. Their offense was not the problem because they was going up and down. The turnovers killed them. It stopped the drives. I don't know what the heck Jameis Williams was thinking about when he threw that ball. I don't know who he was throwing it to. Sometimes the trick plays doesn't work in crucial situations, but they need to change the one. Well, the one thing is going to change now that we see that the offense probably going to change now because the person who calling the plays is no longer going to be there. It'll be interesting to see who they going to get as OC. And how they gonna work out with that. But that's one change. They got to find an offensive coordinator. The second change is that they might have to find a defensive coordinator if Terry Glenn get a job.
Facts.
They got to also get more corners. I think they got to get corners and linebacker. And I can't say his name. Anzalone. There you go. Anzalone is good. They got Smith when Hutchinson's coming back, so that should help. But they probably got to get another defensive end. I think they should go all defense. I think what Detroit should do is go all defense. They should get all defense because their offense is nice because they got 2 running backs, they got a quarterback, they got wide receivers. So defense is where they should go because they need more defense because you cannot allow 45 points in a playoff game. I don't care if you're missing 25 people.
Yeah. I was about to say again, so you got to at least give them some leeway there. They're missing damn near half of their starters on defense, and in the backfield up front. But you can never go wrong adding depth on defense. Look at Philadelphia, 2 years ago when they went to the Super Bowl to play the Kansas City Chiefs, which is a game they should have won. But they had depth on the defense and depth up front where they was in and out swapping defensive linemen, which kept them fresh, which was enabling them to get to Patrick MaHomes. So Detroit, I don't know, man. Go ahead, Dar.
Detroit made me a fan this year, man. Like, they unstoppable offense, defense played solid all year. But again, 5 turnovers and almost 20 of your starters on defense, man. That's a recipe for disaster in the playoffs, especially when
number 1 seed.
Even though you're the number 1 seed. I don't care who you are. What, 4 or 5 turnovers? 5 turnovers, right?
That's a lot.
Come on, man.
3 interceptions and a fumble.
Yeah, a fumble.
3
interceptions. 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers, 4 or 5 turnovers. That's a recipe for disaster. I don't care what seed you are. And then I agree. They've been missing Aiden Hutchinson on at that defensive end all year, man, since he been hurt. But I give it to them. They played a hell of a season. I don't know where this with Ben Johnson leaving, the defensive coordinator leaving. I don't know if they're left in a good spot to come back next year and replicate the same type of season that they had with being healthy. That's a big question for them. Because that means they will be promoting some of the staff up from within. Of course, those coaches, the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, it's going to be hard to replace. I think I love that coach, man, but sometimes he got to get out of his own way.
That's what every damn coach.
They play calling sometimes. I just he likes to. He's aggressive, and I can appreciate it, but sometimes the aggression is just not warranted in that situation.
You only can be who you are.
Huh?
You only can be who you are.
Yeah, well, sometimes that might cost you a job too.
I ain't gonna say his play calling cost him with them turnovers, man. Like,
no, I'm saying like the turnovers. But I'm talking about overall. It's been games where his aggression has gotten them, into, instead of going for a field goal on 4th and 1, he'll go for it on 4th and 1 and won't get it. He come up with some trick play and won't get it. This is career-wise.
I'm gonna take a page out your book. That you said when we had the whole. I don't want to keep bringing this up, but the Sam Darnold conversation. And through all that, he was still 14-2, the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Absolutely.
That's because he stayed who he is. You can't all of a sudden just change because it's the playoffs. You gotta play what got you there. Your aggressive.
Did we learn that from Kevin Stefanski and the Browns against Houston last year?
Oh yeah. They try to change.
They try to change up on defense, and we got killed.
Yep.
They got
killed. So
stay who you are, man. But
stay who you are.
If you're aggressive,
together, be aggressive.
If you even in Detroit, let me ask y'all a question. How y'all feel about Jared Goff? Because this is like the second team he been on. He was with the Rams. They was good. At least they got to a Super Bowl. Didn't get the job done. He lightweight struggled then as well. They traded him for Matthew Stafford. That year they won the Super Bowl. Jared Goff in Detroit. But over the course of the years, Detroit has become this powerhouse. And you got to give Jared Goff a lot of the credit, some of the credit, a lot of credit, however you want to put it. He's been playing great football. But once again, playoff time, last year he didn't get it. They didn't get it done. Losing to the 49ers. actually allowing them to come back, if I'm not mistaken. They came back to beat Detroit. And then this year to get just basically dog walked by the Commanders at home. And you have 4 turnovers yourself. How y'all feel about Jared Goff? Like, where do y'all put him at, as far as like quarterbacks, average, elite? How y'all feel about him? Go, Dar.
So, elite status, I got him in tiers. So, if this makes sense, you got Josh Allen. First tier, you got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You got Patrick Mahomes. Who's another one?
Shit, just them 3.
Yeah, okay, there's just them 3. But
ain't nobody
from the quarterbacks that moved around, right? And this is the Baker Mayfield draft class. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff. Right? This is all the same draft class.
Is they?
Well, yeah. No, Sam Darnold. Did Sam Darnold come out before Baker?
Yeah, Darnold. It was Josh Rosen. It was Josh Rosen, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold,
Josh Allen. This is all the same draft class.
Jared Goff wasn't in that. Jared Goff was already in the league.
Yeah, he was already in the league.
Okay, so he might have been. Okay, so all right.
Josh Allen.
So the quarterbacks that's still in the league that moved around. You got Baker, you got Goff, you got Darnold, right? They all have really good seasons this year. Baker and Goff had a really good season last year. So that's like my second tier right now.
So Goff in the second tier.
Yeah.
Goff, Baker. You said Goff, Baker Mayfield. You put Baker Mayfield and hold up. Baker Mayfield's a tier 2 quarterback.
Baker, Darnold, and Goff. Yeah, that's like my second tier. You got your elite.
So you don't got Hurts in there? You don't got Jalen Hurts?
You got Baker Mayfield over
That's
Hurts?
What I was missing. I was missing Hurts up in the first tier. So that's a few that I'm missing in the first tier.
Oh, wow.
There's a few that I'm missing in the first tier. But
there's only 3 elite quarterbacks.
For your quarterbacks that had to move around, meaning got traded, multiple teams, Baker, Darnold, Goff.
Goff only been with one team.
Who?
After he got traded. He only got traded to one team.
Who?
Jared Goff.
Okay. He still moved around, right?
One time.
Okay. Baker, 3 times.
Darnold, 4 times. So
okay, what difference do it make? Jalen Hurts is still with the team that drafted him, right? Josh Allen still with the team that drafted him, right? Patrick Mahomes still with the team that drafted him, right?
Man,
Jackson still with the team that drafted him, right?
Man, them are the elite quarterbacks.
So
that's not going nowhere.
Exactly.
But Jared Goff went from the Rams to the Lions.
For me, the second tier is your Baker, your Darnold. I even got Goff there because Goff.
Darnold, a tier 2 quarterback?
Yeah. After what he did this year, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I would say Goff. I would say this.
Yeah.
I would say this.
Him, Goff, and Baker, all 3 of them. Yep.
I like Baker.
He ain't got Jordan Love up there. You got
Murray.
Jordan Love.
Murray.
Over Kyler Murray, over
Brock Purdy. Matthew Stafford.
My goodness.
You got a lot. I mean, look, Jared Goff is a good quarterback that will take you there, but not a quarterback that will take you over the hump. That's why the Rams traded for Matthew Stafford, because Matthew Stafford was an elite quarterback at that time. So he was special. Jared Goff is a nice quarterback that will. I would pick Jared Goff to lead my team too, because he's good enough to make you win. He like Kirk Cousins. He'll get you to the promised land, but it's just something that happens in games, in big games, that he climb up somehow. Jared Goff has not thrown 3 interceptions in 3, 4, 5 weeks. He has not fumbled the ball in 3 or 5 weeks. All of a sudden, you get to the playoff game when you really need it, and you fumble the ball, you throw the interception. That is not elite quality quarterback. Even down to my boy Baker Mayfield. And I could give criticism to my boy. My boy is right now inconsistent in the playoffs. He's inconsistent. He's not consistent enough to take a team right now over the hump.
He consistently inconsistent?
Yes, that's what he is. Exactly. Yeah. At least he consistent in something. But that's my boy, so I'm gonna ride with him. But Jared Goff, any NFL team will love a Jared Goff.
They will.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But right now, it's just he needs to get over the hump. He got the Rams to the Super Bowl, couldn't win it. They traded for Stafford. Stafford won in that year they traded. So what the hell? So what that mean about him? You know,
with the same personnel like that.
With the same personnel. So and then, but I also can say that Jared Goff did something that Matthew Stafford didn't do in Detroit. He made Detroit relevant. I mean, if that's the word, if I say it right.
Detroit's been relevant.
No, Detroit. Not like this
relevant though. I get
what
you
saying.
Not like this relevant.
Stafford for in Detroit, his toughness, how he played through injuries. He was not a playoff. He was not a playoff quarterback.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a playoff quarterback in Detroit.
He didn't have a lot. He didn't have a lot around him either, except for. Did he play with Megatron?
Yeah, he played with
Megatron.
That's it.
That was it basically.
Yeah, Java Best.
Who?
Yeah, Java Best as his running back.
Hey, yeah, put some respect on Best. Shout out to Best. With that loss from Baltimore to the Buffalo Bills, do y'all think the Baltimore Ravens championship window, if not closed, is closing? Kellz.
This is what I would do if I was the Ravens.
I didn't ask you what you was gonna do if you was Ravens. I just said
if they want to win a championship, I think their window's still open.
Okay.
I think they win because I think Derrick Henry still got enough gas. I think Lamar got enough. He's showing a little bit more, but they have to get another receiver. They just have to. They have to go out and get a receiver that can at least make you scared of them because they had a decent wide receiver. I mean, I like Zay Flowers. Don't get me wrong. I like Rashad Bateman. Don't get me wrong. But they need that top-notch receiver that Lamar can be like, oh, I'm going to him and don't have to worry about it, you know? So they window's still open because Lamar ain't even 30 yet. So he's still young. So he still got time. He just got to buckle down and stop turning over the ball.
It pains me to say this. Oh, my bad. It pains me to say this, man, and I like Lamar. I think that boy closing, man. I think it's closing because you look at last year. Last year was supposed to be in that year. They had the number one ranked defense, offense. Lamar playing out of his mind. They get to the AFC Championship game and they run into MaHomes boy, and they lose off a technicality that Lamar, with the offense, decided to make Lamar or play Lamar as a quarterback that he's not accustomed to doing, which was trying to be a passer to outshoot Patrick Mahomes. That didn't work. Then you turn around this year and bring in Derrick Henry, and you don't even make it to the AFC Championship. You ran into another quarterback who's just as hungry, if not hungrier, than Josh Allen, and you still couldn't get the job done. Houston ain't gonna do nothing but get better. I believe Houston gonna get better. They get that offensive line together. I want to see what they do with Stephon Diggs if they can re-sign him. I think that'll be big for them. I think Tank Dell is going to be out for a long period of time.
He's going to be out for
he probably won't even
26.
He probably won't even back till 2026.
The Chargers, I believe the Chargers going to get better.
That's another one they need a wide receiver.
Cincinnati,
they definitely going to get better.
Yeah, Cincinnati definitely going to get better. The Chiefs still gonna be there. So it ain't like the AFC teams is about to diminish. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. I don't know what else Baltimore need to do. Well, besides probably get that dominant receiver, as you said, Kellz, to really put pressure on opposing defense, to help out the Mark Andrews of the world, the Zay Flowers of the world. But I think it's closing, man. I think it's closing. Like I don't.
You think it because of Lamar? Lamar ain't even 30 yet. Is he 30?
Lamar got to cut down his turnovers in the playoffs for one.
Yeah, I said
he got to cut them down. If Lamar continues to keep turning the ball over the floor, they definitely not going. They definitely not going.
Then his turnovers be at the wrong time. It'd be like time. I mean, it's never right time to turn over the ball, but at least turn over in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn over with 2 minutes.
He be trying to make them play, and I get it. I commend him for it. I respect him for it, for trying to make plays. To put your team in position to win. But again, sometimes you gotta be smarter. Like make a play like he threw that touchdown pass to Likely.
He was in the pocket. He was in the pocket.
He made that play happen with his legs. He kept the play alive. Times like that is cool, but when you don't need it, like the interception he threw, man, you just got to throw that ball away. Throw it away. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like live to fight another day. So
I don't
know. We gonna see, man, but I don't see none of the AFC teams really going too much anywhere.
The window closing for a lot of teams.
Huh?
The window is closing for a lot of teams, especially Baltimore.
What's another team?
What's another team? How about the Astros? Because I don't see no other team window. The Browns window ain't even open.
Yeah, don't even say them.
So
Miami was never considered a contender.
No. I will say after this year, depending on the outcome of the playoffs, I will say the Chiefs gonna need to refigure out what they gonna do. They're gonna need to add some quality receivers. They get
Rasheed Rice back.
They got Rasheed Rice coming back. They got Xavier Worthy. He was a rookie this season.
And they still keep beside D-Hop.
D-Hop, Marquise
D-Hop
Brown.
is a non-factor. He ain't played in a couple games, barely.
They got Marquise Brown. When Rasheed Rice come back, I'm more scared than them.
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah, they got. So I think the Chiefs are good in good shape.
I would say, if you're gonna say a team, I would say the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah,
I would say
Cincinnati ain't really Cincinnati's defense.
And that's
Cincinnati defense has not been since they've been to the Super Bowl. They that was their window. They've been off since then. Their defense has been trash.
And I'm not even a Cincinnati Bengals fan, but you got to look at Joe Burrow and you got to look at Jamar Chase. If they somehow keep
if their defense don't help them out, what you supposed to do?
And that's why you go into the draft in the off season and play defense. Yep. You got to get defense.
How long has been since it's been about 3 years since they've been in the damn Super Bowl, ain't it?
Last year, Joe Burrow got hurt. He missed like the last half of the season. He was hurt.
Last year they lost. They lost in the divisional round. They made the playoffs because the Browns. It was 3. It was what? Did they make it last year? I don't think Cincinnati made it last year.
No, it was the Browns.
Joe Burrow was hurt.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow got hurt. But I think again, you got Joe Burrow and Chase, long as them two stay healthy, and
then now they got a running back.
They got a running back and Brown that they can rely on to replace Joe Mixon. It all depends on. I want to see what they do with T. Higgins.
I think they're gonna keep T. Higgins. They're gonna need to keep T. Higgins.
They're gonna franchise him.
But they gotta get some defensive help, man. If they even gonna make a run, they need some defense, bro.
I believe that. Real quick, these 3 things, real quick. Now, everybody had their conspiracy theories and everything like that. If you look at how the playoffs is going, you got a lot of the top teams that's gone. Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay. In the AFC, you got Now Baltimore, you still got Buffalo over there. What surprised me, well, shit, it's the AFC Championship, but do it look like the NFL is setting the Chiefs up to try to get this 3P kills?
Hell yeah. They want to see Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl with
Caitlin Clark.
Lamar.
Right.
With Kendrick Lamar. But
Right.
I would say this. You can look at it because they always helping Kansas City out. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't realize that something's wrong, because you can watch the games, you'd be like, what the heck? Why they call that? And then when you watch on Kansas City side of the ball, dude be starting off 5 yards before they even hike the ball, he already blocking somebody. So I mean they don't even call that for them at no time of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it will look better for Kansas City to go for the simple fact you got Patty MaHomes, they 15-1, and you got that star power with Taylor Swift over there. That's the only thing. But
Taylor Swift don't play no damn ball.
Taylor Swift bring people to that goddamn TV though.
Nobody want to see her game.
Look, it's a reason every time Travis Kelce catches a goddamn go pass, who is they looking? Where the camera?
They is showing it.
Every time they score a touchdown, who they show? They don't even show Kelce in there. They show.
Hey man, you know what? Hey, you right on that, Kellz. And guess what? His game ain't been the same since he's hooked up with Taylor, man.
Oh shit! I know that. The only thing that Travis Kelce lost was his swag.
You were about to say it, Kellz.
That's the only thing he lost was that swag. You know, and his dress. Now he dressed up like an old man. When he was with the sister, you know, he had the little bling on. His haircut was better. His mustache, we got a goatee. Now he got
you can tell he was from height.
Now he got the
get up off of Travis Kelce case real quick. Dark, is they setting it up for the Chiefs to get that 3P?
Of course they is, man. A blind gambling man saw this back in August, brother. They already knew what they wanted. Kansas City, the ability to 3P is going to bring a whole bunch of ratings. I mean, it's like a storybook. Let's face it. Who going to knock them off, though?
Buffalo.
That's
what I say.
We saw some crazy games yesterday as far as officiating. We've been talking about it all day. Sports officiating.
It affects the gambling.
Do y'all think how the players get fined for criticizing the refs about bad calls, which I feel like I don't understand why they get fined. You know what I'm saying? They feel like something's a bad call, they should better speak on it.
Right.
But when the refs are blatantly calling phantom ass plays, as we seen in the Kansas City game, and then the same plays I was looking at the Detroit game, Jared Goff getting knocked around. It was no flags being called, but Patrick Mahomes, the wind hitting them, and they calling penalties on Houston. Do y'all think referees should be penalized somehow, like a fine or something like that? If it's blatantly just showed that was a bad call, especially if the call can have some type of impact on the game, dog. Real quick.
Absolutely. Because let's face it, I don't know how people think or how they view sports, but when you got any sports, officiating, all that relates to it affects the point spread and the outcome of the game. So it affects people's money. I think they should have a system where these calls that are I just think they need to be able to review the majority of these calls, especially if you're gonna call a roughing the passer or a roughing the player type of thing. For your 15-yard penalties, I think they should be reviewable. I think they should be able to be reviewed and say, hey, that was, that call, it was called on the field, but we reversing it. That call shouldn't have happened. And go back to the, of course it's going to affect the down or where the ball is at. and they got to incorporate a system to hold these officials accountable, man. Because right now it looks like these officials are being paid off and paid off good.
Talk to me, Kellz.
Well, in the NBA, I know we just talk about
Golden State just lost by 40.
We just talk about sports officiating in general. The NBA does come out with a 2-minute report or whatever that report is, stating that if it was a bad game, the referee will be reprimanded for it. You will not be able to be caught up. If you get so many reprimanded, you won't be able to officiate in the playoffs. So, with that said, the NFL should come up with some type of situation like that. If you don't ref well, you get fined. I mean, you get points on your like your driver license. If every bad call, you get a point. Then you don't officiate when you get that bid money in the playoffs. So I feel that what should be.
We also gotta have some type of reviewable shit.
They said a review
crucial penalties, man. Because
if you review every damn 15, then it'll be a problem because then you're slowing down the game.
I mean, I agree with both of y'all. Everybody basically on the same page. They should review, like especially plays like that.
I think calls need to be reviewed for the specifics of getting it right. Being able to get the call right should be the most important piece. Then,
I ain't gonna say everything.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying your 15-yard penalties. Your 15-yard penalties are the penalties that pretty much can cost the team. You know what I'm saying? Field position and damn near the game, depending on when it's called. Right? Like a Patrick MaHomes sliding, and then at the 40, at their 40. He's sliding at their 40. Two guys collide, and he get a 15-yard call that they ain't even touching. So now that field position goes from their 40 all the way to Houston's. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, no, I feel it. Plays like that, you know what I'm saying? That's blatant. Yeah, should be reviewed, but every play, I don't think so. That will make the game slow. Excuse me. The Cavaliers. Again, with another dub today against the Phoenix Suns, downtown Cleveland on MLK Day. That put our record at 12-1 or 12-1, 13-1 against the West. Continuing our dominant over the Western Conference, our only loss to the OKC Thunder. If the Cavs keep playing the way they're playing, man, keep just playing good basketball, man. Like, I do agree, dog. Some special things can happen, but I'm not going to.
That's all I said.
I'm taking it one game, one round at a time. Donovan Mitchell got to get back into his groove. He's been having a couple of off shooting nights, so hopefully he could get that back. But how you feeling about him, real quick, Kellz?
Great. The last two games, D-Mitch Spider has been scoring the ball really well, and this win was without Mobley,
Okoro, and
LeVert.
Here's LeVert. Didn't play this game, and we still get that dub. We was up by like 9 at one point. Yeah, almost 30 at one point. So, Dar, already know how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. We have opportunity to do something real special this year. D-Mitch coming back and scoring. He went away for a little minute. He was scoring like 11 and,
everybody has some
5, but he didn't bounce back. Dropped 36 against Dallas. Tonight, I'm not exactly sure how many he had, but
over 30 tonight.
He had over 20.
Yang was hitting threes. Dean Wade was hitting his threes. I mean, they was clicking on all cylinders. So we Cavs gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of our team. You said, as far as you mentioned, Donovan Mitchell and some of the bad shooting games he been having of late. 3-point shots not falling as late, but he still stayed aggressive. But that's the beauty of this team. We're deep enough to where, and coach well enough to where we can overcome that. I'm not saying overcome that in the 7-game series. we gonna need Mitchell to, get his groove back. But we got a deep enough team to where we can overcome that with a couple of bad games of Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland has been stepping up. That's been a big question coming to this season about Darius Garland. We needed him to step up, especially the way he ended the playoffs last season and even the year before that against the Knicks. So, hey, y'all, big game tonight. 5 minutes, national championship. OH. Let's go. O State, Notre Dame, national championship. Ryan Day, we need this. The Buckeyes need this. We got Marcus Freeman, an O State alumni, coaching on the other side. What's good, JD?
What up?
What up, JD?
Late as always.
What y'all expecting real quick from O State? Give me a score to the game. I know we all picking O State, of course. Dar, what you expect tonight? And give me your score real quick.
I'm expecting us to play and be aggressive like we've been the last couple games. Anything different is uncivilized. I got O State 42-20.
Woo. Kellz.
Chip Kelly, this is on you. I'm gonna place this on you because ain't no way that Notre Dame can keep up with our wide receivers. There's no way can keep up with Junkins and Henderson. O State defense continue to play how y'all doing. Sawyer, Downs, and them boys continue to. I ain't gonna try to say the other guy name, but Tuma
Right on, JD.
Lula, whatever his name is, him too. and just play aggressive. I got them boys winning. Honestly, I'm gonna give Notre Dame a shot. I got them winning 35-14.
Yeah, I agree. One, Chip Kelly, this game is going to be a lot on you and your play calling.
You got Notre Dame, Kellz?
I said Ohio State 35-14. I did not say I don't pull it up. I don't pull it up.
Pull the tape because you said Notre Dame. I'm gonna give you a shot.
I said I would give Notre Dame a shot. Then I said 35-14. That is not a shot.
Oh, okay.
Two, I expect O State defense to come out to play aggressive as they've been doing the whole college playoffs. 3, offensively, I expect for them to expose to Notre Dame defense. Again, I don't think they can cover our wide receivers. Hopefully we can get the ground game going. Will Howard need to play big offensively. Don't turn the ball over. Throw the right pass at the right time. No need to force anything. I'm expecting a big game from the captain of the defense, Sawyer. You had a big play last week that really sealed the game. I'm expecting you to play big this game. National championship, Ohio State babies. We about to get it. I feel like they're gonna get the job done tonight. I see the score being 42-27. 42-27 O State.
Just a quick question. Where do you think Sawyer will go in the draft?
What round?
Yeah, what round? Because he planned himself into the first round. If you're really thinking about it on this playoff run.
Yeah, he is. Depending on good question. If not a late first round, early second round.
Yeah,
I need that for the Browns.
I need my late second round, first round to go ahead and do his stuff.
Yeah, he got to. Hey, man, great show, fellas. Great conversation, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube. Continue to subscribe Continue to subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Antoine Spivey Show, and continue to support the Diva Spivey Media Network. We on episode 7, and we doing all right so far. All right, we gonna keep it going. We gonna catch y'all Wednesday, same time, same place. Might be a little kind of different little show set up for y'all Wednesday. I got a question I want to ask y'all based off of. Actually, I can ask y'all now real quick before we get up out of here. Trump trying to pass a law where the child support thing, whole situation. We gonna discuss that. Discuss that Wednesday. Get y'all thoughts. So make sure y'all tune in 7 p.m. live and sharp with the fellas. Catch y'all Wednesday, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Give my money back.
Ballin' like the Cavs, we got